Today I'm going to be changing out the light bulbs in my gauge cluster on the Escalade. So I have these LEDs. I had already tried to replace them, but the sockets tend to go bad, and so I bought some new ones on eBay. I'll drop a link to that in the description down below, and I'll show you guys how to change them. First thing I did was turn the car to the ignition to the on position, drop the lever all the way down to first gear, make sure you got your foot on the brake so you can take off this bezel or trim, radio trim right here. It's kind of fragile, so be careful while you're taking that off. You can go ahead and turn the car ignition back off, and once that's out the way, you can put it back in park. When the trim is now removed, you can now access the 4 bolts or screws that hold in the gauge cluster. There's 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom on each side, so that's 4 in total. They are 7 millimeters. Excuse the wires from the radio. I didn't wire or install this radio in this car. I'm gonna redo it all one day. It doesn't look good. Once those are out, turn the car on again. Not all the way, foot on the brake, drop it down to the first. Now you can remove this. You're gonna have to find a way to angle it out. Just make sure you don't break it or anything. Plugged in with one harness. There's a blue tab where my thumb is. You press on that and just slowly rock it back and forth. Don't tug on the wires so you don't pull them out or break any. Now that I have it out, there's 8 tabs that connect this cover for the back of the cluster that gives you access to the bulbs and the sockets. I take the 2 off the bottom and then the 2 off the sides, and then the 4 on the top usually release after that. Once that is removed, you now have access to the lights and the sockets that they go into. In order to remove them, you have to turn them counterclockwise. That's to the left. And when you want to tighten it back up, put it back in, turn it clockwise, that would be to the right. These are T10 sockets. The top ones are T5s. I'm not sure what light bulb they come with. I already replaced that one right there. The T10s are for the 194 light bulbs. The smaller T5 sockets hold a smaller bulb for your blinkers, hazards, and your like airbags and stuff, those warning lights. So you put the light in this socket, and then there's 2 tabs on each side that will make contact with the circuit board. I'm pretty sure you want to keep them on the silver part right there. Now that they're all replaced, you can go ahead and put the back cover on if you're confident. If not, you can just do a test run, plug it in, and check to make sure that the lights work. So with this harness, there's pins in there. You want to make sure you don't bend any of those. So just be really careful. Make sure you put this back in straight. Wait until you hear a snap too. It snaps in. In order to check the lights, since it was light outside, I got a bag and just put it over it. And as you can see, only half worked, so I had to take it back out and change some of the sockets out or flip them around. So I got all those back in right, made sure every light was working. Got hazard lights, everything. So now turn the car back on, foot on the brake, drop it down in the first, and put your radio trim or dash trim back on. Make sure you don't break any clips like I did right here. Once that's back on, turn the car back off or ignition back off, car in park, check your work, turn the knob back on, make sure again, and you're good. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you want.